Okay, this is the, for lack of a better description, the main attic. There's an upper attic and there's an attic space above the garage. We got closed foam. Our lights are in protective cages. We got a nice walkway to our HVAC indoor air handler, which we're going to talk about here a little bit. Okay, the attic space is conditioned. We've got, we're drawing air from the attic space here. It's going through the air conditioning system. And it's coming out here. Nice cool air. So it looks okay. Let's talk about the HVAC indoor air handler then. This is the gas piping to the furnace. It has a sediment trap. That's fine. We've got a care and use manual over there. That's fine. This cover was loose when I got here. Alright. And I just barely got it to sit back up. I couldn't put it back any better than I found it. Nor is it any worse than I found it. But it needs to fit better for sure. Okay. And that's about all that I can come up wrong with the furnace. Then we've got our cooling system, and this is our safety pan, and this pan should extend out farther than the cabinet. Water leaks back through the furnace, comes out through here. There's the reason why the pan goes all the way over here. It's because any of this can leak. And the way it's suspended right now, it goes past the pan. You can see we got some water in there right now, don't we? Yeah, well, what do we got water in our pan for? We shouldn't have water in our safety pan, but we do. Okay, this is our evaporator coil. Now, this pipe should be capped off, and that will allow it to drain like it's supposed to. That way we don't have water coming into our safety pan. If you put a cap on that, it'll probably save that. Just say. Now we've got a shallow P-trap. I get it, they sell them at the store. The problem with shallow P-traps, okay, is one, that they evaporate too quickly, and two, when this thing is running in its cooling mode, it's running, air is running through this guy, alright, and it's holding the moisture up inside the coils. The coils are cooler, and as the air is raked across them, the air gives up its heat to the coils, and that makes the condensation. Okay, so it's holding this water while it's running. Now this thing, the thermostat gets pacified and it kicks off, stops. Then the air flowing through here stops, and all the water that was being held up in here releases. It just falls. So it comes down, comes to this shallow trap, and then boom, it just self-cleans. There's not enough trap in there to collect all the water in that instance. And then once the trap becomes clear, well, this trap goes to the sewer. Doesn't it? Okay, this trap goes to the sewer. So the sewer gases work their way back up through the pipe, through the coils, and keep getting redistributed through the house. That's what the deal is with the shallow P-trap. Okay, and then our air ducts, we got this is our fresh air induction box right there. That's some good information. We got 2 zones. And then our piping. Oh, I can't believe it. You got the, man, these guys are trying to make me proud, aren't they? Well, that one's a loose. They had the right idea. That one's a loose. Air duct's not supposed to sag more than 1/2 inch. And I hate discounting my work, But when you get when it's this tight, you're going to have a little bit of difficulty just saying and getting things in letter perfect. But it's not supposed to. It's what I'm supposed to report on. So what do we learn? Our cover won't stay on. Our pan doesn't fit. We have a shallow trap. It doesn't have a cap. And that's about it. This is where your air filter is, by the way. They're all dirty. You want a new air filter when you move in. 16 by 25. Right there. It's like suitcase buckles. If you have a 1-inch air filter like this, change it every year. In my house, you're supposed to change it once a month. If you have a 1-inch filter like this, you're supposed to change it once a month. And if you get a 4-inch filter, well, then you would change it whenever the manufacturer tells you to change it. It's usually several months.